tell me your name, please?
Anna Garrett.
My name is Patrick Cooterly.
My name is Shelby Post.
I didn't know why I was coming to school. I didn't really have a set goal of, okay, I'm going to go to Victor Valley College for 2 years.
I really just got my head going because it was like really challenging. It was something that I hadn't done because I was just out of high school.
I barely found out last semester there was like an LGBT thing here, and I did not know about that. I don't know if that was just new.
I think my fall 2018 disbursement I did not receive until probably I finished EMT October 31st, and I don't think I received my Pell disbursement until like December. It was a couple of days before Christmas. But yeah, probably honestly one of the most financially difficult times I've experienced. So
did that ever threaten to get in the way of your studies? Obviously you made it through, but were there times where...
It did, because my wife and I would sit down and, I would, the importance of graduating the academy, obviously that was paramount to me, but there was times that in that academy, you're there for 14 hours a day. If you don't go home and study every last hour that you have to stay awake and then study on the weekends, I would come home and I'd say, okay, well, I need to work. I need to find some kind of like weekend job. But it was just not possible. There's people that have done it, but at least with me, with children, a wife, and then thinking about trying to find a weekend job and making sure I was successful in that academy, there's just no way that was going to happen.
I started in the EOPS program. So I started with Tamala Clark. She was my EOPS counselor, and she started with me the first month that I was here. So she worked with me through until her recent release. And also Robbie Richards from Financial Aid. I even had a teacher approach me after the semester and thank me for not crying in her class because she was very, very mean to me one day, and I had to step out because I wanted to cry, but I didn't cry in her class, and she told me thank you for that, and it kind of just like, it sat in my head knowing that she hurt my feelings, but it was because I was trying to participate. So it wasn't like I was saying something rude. It wasn't like I was interrupting her for some stupid reason. Like, she never answered my question, so I'd sit there.
Right.
It makes you not want to talk anymore. Like I had just used in my example with, like, I say, and I've always tried to have that mentality like a duck. You have to just let it roll off. But like when I dealt with that for like that whole semester, and it was one long one. It was like 4-month semester, and like in the beginning, she would snap at me. It was just like a short, like almost like shut up kind of thing. Like she would turn around, this is my classroom, and I'm like, sorry, And it was a couple times like little ones, and then it started to get where she would yell at me, and it was like more like she was more angry. Like she would get literally mad, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Like I literally take meds for this. I have ADHD. Like. There was definitely, there was someone that was sitting next to me that actually dropped her class because of it. Wow. She dropped like midway, like she took the W. She was like, I don't even care. Like
did she tell you it was because of?
She did, and I it was because I had messaged her. She skipped a couple classes, and she would ask if anyone knew where she was. And I was like, well, I have her phone number because she was like my next to me buddy, and I usually always get the person next to me's number because I live in Big Bear, and if I'm ever gone or I need homework. So she just happened to be that person, and I texted her, and I'm like, hey, like, are you doing okay? And she's like, honestly, I really just can't do it anymore. Like, I have so much going on in my life right now, and like, she's not even nice to us, and I totally could understand where she was coming from because I literally dreaded going to her class. Like, I literally would hate it every day. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Well, probably Dr. Gelota. He's such a good teacher, and like honestly, he like pushes you, and like he's super knowledgeable about everything in like that department. Like in nursing, he's super knowledgeable. I mean, he's a doctor, so he should be. He's super knowledgeable. Like if you have questions about like anything anatomy or physiology related, it just kind of helped me and motivated me to understand that that's where I want to go.
So I just wish that there was a little bit more like a homey feel for people who don't have people like myself, like
Okay.
Even if it's not staff students, because I know they're all busy, but maybe if there was just like once a week, oh, here's this group, and like the staff's running it, like, what are you guys struggling with? What do you think we need help with? Because I feel like if we were able to throw our opinions out there once in a while, then people wouldn't feel like they didn't have a voice.